My name is Nathaniel, and this is the Motorcycle Archives. Dude, this bike was crazy. You see the Born?
Yeah.
Were you at Born Free?
Yeah. Probably sick, dude.
Yeah, dude, that thing is crazy. Cool, man. Well, thanks for having me, man. Appreciate it.
Thanks for coming out, man.
Yeah,
and
of
also,
course.
long drive.
Yeah, dude, I was already in the area, so I figured swing by,
Yeah.
But this is so cool. I just want to say, start off by this is beautiful garage. I'm sure it took you a while to collect all this stuff, but can you give me a rundown of kind of what this means to you to have all this and to be able to have built all this?
Yeah, so I grew up without a garage pretty much because my family and I moved to the U.S. when I was 9. So we had to live with my aunt's house for 10 years, And then growing up, I have cars and stuff, but you have to rent outside, So
Yeah.
when I have a garage, I wanted to put my own taste and, touch to it.
Yeah.
And I moved into this place 2021, so it's been 3 years now. And every single thing here is has a story, I want people to come in damn, this guy put a lot of thought into it, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a piece of Lnspltblvd, every little item pretty much.
Yeah, dude, it's beautiful. Yeah, it's really cool. And then you talked about you came to the country when you're 9 years old.
Yeah.
What was that like? I guess what was your earliest memory of motorcycles and did you have an idea of what you wanted to do when you came or?
Not at all, dude. So my main thing when I first came to the U.S. was to learn English, right? That's the main thing, dude. You can't speak English at school. I had to be in English as a second language class, ESL, right? So I didn't fit in at all, right? Growing up, you can't speak English. The way you dress is all different, So my main goal growing up was, okay, learn English, right? That's the number one thing. Motorcycle was the last thing on my mind. And how I got into motorcycle was pretty funny. And not until later, when I was 20. So it was one night I had a dream that I was riding a bike, a sports bike, my dream. And then when I woke up, it felt so real that I already knew how to ride.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so I was like, man. So for my 21st birthday, I told myself, let's save up enough money to buy a bike. So that's what I did.
Nice.
21st birthday, I bought a sports bike. It's 2003 Yamaha R6.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I bought it and then I hid at my friend's house for 6 months. I didn't want my parents to find out. Immigrant parents and their only son is riding a motorcycle. It's dangerous, of course. And then I sold it, and that's when I told my parents that I had a bike.
Yeah. And what was the response? How did they feel?
They're like, what the hell? What the heck, dude? And then I bought the Rebel. That's my first cruiser, technically. And I told them, this bike is so slow that it won't kill me,
Right.
And the reason for the Rebel is because I was going to San Francisco State at the time, and I needed something to go around because SF is crazy for cars. Finding parking and stuff, doesn't make sense to have a car. So I bought the Rebel, and that's how I got into the whole custom world.
And that was your first, well, I guess your second bike, but it was your first
Cruiser.
Cruiser.
Right? Get to mod stuff,
But then you instantly started modding it,
Yeah, so I did all the basic stuff like handlebars. Handlebars was first, and then I took off the fenders, I chopped the exhaust, but without rejetting it, so it ran like shit. It's super loud on the freeway.
Yeah.
I took it back and forth from SF to San Jose on the Rebel on the freeway. So screaming 65 on the freeway was crazy. And then my friend Dewey, he wanted to ride as well. And I was like, I'll teach you, dude. So came over, I taught him to ride. And then he was like, hey, I actually know a group in San Jose that are into bobbers. Want me to add you to that Facebook group, And I was like, dude, add me, add me. And he added me to the group, and that's when I met Young, Dat, John, and the rest of the guys, And then I found my clique, dude.
That's sick.
And then we met up at the local coffee shop down the street. Everybody had Honda Shadows, bobbed out Honda Shadows. And me over here with my 250 Rebel. Super tiny, And then we went out for a ride. And then one of the guys, his name's Hao, he had a pretty clean Shadow back then, bobbed out, He's like, hey, you want to ride my bike? So I rode it, and I was sold.
Yeah.
Went home, sold my Rebel, and
Dude,
that was it,
sick.
dude.
Yeah.
That's how it started.
That's the origin story.
Yeah. And then Young, he had an extra Shadow in his house. He was like, hey, I'll sell you the bike. I'll help you build it. And that's the start of Rusty, my first Shadow. It's over there.
Damn.
See the 3 shadows to the right?
Yeah,
That's the first one.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, to the right of the bookshelf.
That's cool. Oh yeah, I see it. It's
Yeah,
hard
that's
because there's a glare right there. It's hard to see
Yeah.
it. Damn,
That's how
cool.
Rusty started, dude.
Yeah. Damn.
That's the origin, pretty much.
That's crazy.
And then the group was called Lnspltblvd. That's just a name for the Facebook group, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then I told the guys I wanted something more unique, right? So that way we can stand out more. And when people hear about us, okay, those are the Lnspltblvd guys.
Mm-hmm.
And the name didn't come out yet.
Mm-hmm.
And I was still going to school in SF State, you know?
Yeah.
Had a notebook, a bunch of doodles, and I never paid attention in class, you know? 'Cause,
What are you going to school for?
information system.
Okay.
So half IT, half business, which
Okay.
I don't use that at all no more, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
But my notebook, bunch of doodles, bunch of like names and stuff that I've written down to come up with a name.
Yeah.
So back then, I'm not sure now or back then, like lane splitting is only legal in California, right?
Right.
A few other states like lane filtering, but I think lane splitting
Right.
is only legal in California. And then Boulevard is the whole like cruising scene, like low riders and hot rod, going slow, cruising, you know, Sunset Boulevard, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I merged it together, Lnspltblvd, and then just take all the vowels.
Mm-hmm.
The whole reason for the vowels is because I picture it as like a stock bike, right? You just remove all the unnecessary parts, and
Yeah.
it still work, right?
Yeah. You
And
chop the name. Yeah.
chop the vowels off.
Yeah, yeah.
And also, when I was young, I used to watch Wheel of Fortune, right? You got to buy the vowels. And now the time we're broke, like you can't afford no vowels, you know? So that's the whole funny story behind it, you know?
Yeah,
You
that's
couldn't afford the vowels.
The meaning's deeper than what it is. That's cool,
Yeah.
man. I didn't realize that.
So lane split in motorcycles and Boulevard will come later. That's when my hot rods and all the cars gonna come later, you know? So,
Okay.
yeah.
I was just gonna say, like, I feel like, you know, you being able to do that, like, you didn't have a lot, you know, and but you still did it, you know, like you found like a cheaper bike that you're able to work on, and then now it's kind of full circle because you have that's a 250 right
That's
there
a Rebel.
too, a Rebel 250.
Yeah, that's the bike that I started with.
So you're kind of like going back to your roots and like, you know, working on something that's similar, but like with all these skills that you have.
Yeah, so that's the whole
Now-
purpose. That's the whole point. Like,
Yeah.
I want to put everything I know that I've learned for the past 10 years into the same bike that I started on, you know? That'll make a cooler story, in my opinion, you know?
No, totally. Yeah, yeah. And I think it's like inspirational too. Like, I mean, like now that you've 10 years into this, you could choose any bike to work on
Yeah.
probably, but you know, this is something that's attainable for people.
Yeah,
I feel like in a world of like, you know, knuckleheads are like 25 grand for the motor and like this and that, you know, it's like
Exactly.
things are so expensive, but you don't have to spend a
yeah.
lot of
And
money.
most people, they don't spend money on the Rebel because they want to upgrade into a bigger CC bike, you know? Like, why would I spend a lot of money onto this slow bike for, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
So that's why I wanted to do that because, okay, this is how you be different, right?
Right, right.
Because everybody started out with a Rebel. That's how they learn how to ride.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
all those classes.
Yeah, all the classes. That's
Yeah.
true. That's a good point.
250.
Yeah. Let me just check the camera real quick.
Yeah.
You look good, but let me just make sure the focus is good.
I should slow down a little bit, huh? Talk to
No,
that
bro, you're
fast.
good. You're good. Yeah, yeah. I think you should talk faster.
Yeah, there's so much to tell. Sometimes I kind of skip.
There we go. I need an assistant. I need somebody to travel with me and film.
Yeah. Well, you
press
remember
the
these days,
buttons.
though. Like, damn, remember that when I did it alone, you know?
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
a journey, dude.
Yeah,
You
it's
gotta
true.
appreciate the journey.
Yeah,
But
this
now
is-
I'm still on a journey. I'm not. I don't want it to be towards like the final destination yet. I want to be still working towards my journey, right? Because when you get to the top, you don't want to learn no more. You want to keep going and learn more, right?
I feel like that's kind of similar to like riding a motorcycle too. Like, I'm sure you've been on trips where you're like, fuck, it's like so cold or it's like hot as fuck and you just can't wait to get to the end.
Yeah.
But like when you finish it, you kind of reflect on like the whole journey.
Yep.
And it's like special. It's like, I feel like it's like that with everything. Like
Yeah.
to always push yourself and grow.
Yeah. And
stuff.
live at the moment, pretty much. You know?
Yeah, dude, for
Yeah.
sure, for sure. I mean,
And-
was there any moments when you felt like, oh shit, man, like I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this thing that I want to do, or
Yeah.
like I'm sure like quitting your job and doing this full time was like a huge jump. Like,
Yeah, it definitely is because what I do is not, there's no steady income. There's no same paycheck every month. It's
Right.
up and down, right? It's how much you make, and how much you work to get that pay, you know? And it's rewarding though because now I have more time to spend with my family, right? To me, success is not about money. Success is about having time to do what you want, right? And then I realized that when I was painting pretty much, because when I was painting, I would commute from here to Palo Alto, which is like an hour and a half with traffic there, right? In the morning, hour and a half there, hour back. That's 3 hours of my day already.
Yeah.
By the time I get home, I'm so tired to do anything else. Like your creative juice is not there no more, right? So after my daughter was born, I was like, man, I can't do this no more. I gotta switch gear, focus on Lnspltblvd, you know?
Yeah.
Because before this, I was doing like 3 jobs, you know? I was painting, I was a painter, I was a photographer for my other business, and then Lnspltblvd on the side. So now I want to focus on just one thing, Lnspltblvd, and build it. And it's been fun so far.
Yeah, and you have experience building like your other business, which is like the photography, like Google,
Yeah, Google business photos pretty much.
Yeah. So then you just applying that same like work ethic kind of.
Yeah, it's fun.
Cool, man. Yeah, dude. That's like inspirational for me, bro. That's like, man, there's like, I feel like it makes people feel like, oh, there's an opportunity for me to do something like this if I like focus on it.
For me, like, because I'm an immigrant, right? The U.S. is such a place for opportunity, right? Like my mindset is, as long as you're not lazy in the U.S., you won't ever go hungry, and you can afford stuff in the U.S. Whereas in the other country, no matter how much money you make, you can't afford to buy stuff because one, it's so expensive. Two, you got to know the right people, you know. So yeah, I'm pretty blessed to be over here. That's why, like, for my channel, it's never about like no politics, no complaint, no tough guy kind of stuff. You know, like, if you're into bikes, you're into bikes. That's it, right?
Yeah. Keep it simple. Like
keep it simple, man.
That's cool. Yeah, I feel like people loved it. Like they come in, they obviously come for that, you know. I mean, you're like 200,000 subscribers or something?
No, not yet. YouTube is 167.
Either way, it's pretty freaking up there.
I think it's hard for like us motorcycle guys to get as big as car guys, because car guys, everybody drive cars, you know, so they climb way faster than what we do, especially like chop bikes, you know.
Yeah. But I think to that point, like there's a lot less like motorcycle content out there. Like there's so many like car channels. Yeah. And so I feel like it's still early, like for motorcycle people like, to kind of build that channel up. Because you have that Model A now, which is super cool, by the way. Yeah. Do you plan on doing videos about car stuff?
Yeah. Okay, that's where the Boulevard is coming in, right?
Oh, okay.
So Lnspltblvd is the motorcycle. Boulevard is the cruising, the cars and stuff.
Yeah, dude.
That's the next chapter of Lnspltblvd, pretty much.
There you go. You heard it here, folks.
And plus, I want to get into hot rods so I can take my family out, right?
Right.
With bikes, I can only take my wife, but I want to take my wife and her daughter cruising, right? That's the whole point of it. Yeah. You gotta share the passion, right?
Yeah, dude.
And then the number one tip I want to give to you guys out there is a cheat code, pretty much. Yeah. Is to find a supportive partner. That is such a cheat code in life, dude. You know. Yeah, man. It's a huge cheat code. Like if your partner supports what you do, man, you can do whatever you want. Pretty
conquer
much.
the world.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude. Have a good person by your side. Yeah.
Because there are days when I'll be like, fuck, am I doing this right? You know, it's not a steady income. There's no like retirement fund, no nothing, right? And I'm like, fuck, should I go to work for a company? You know, because Bay Area is known for tech company, right? So should I, you know, dive into that world, you know? But then my wife was like, I support you, you know? Just keep chasing your dreams, you know, you'll get there. And those words just, you know.
Yeah, man. Especially coming from somebody you love, like, it's just like, damn, that's like how fire is ignited within you,
Because, man, a lot of my friends are in the tech world, they make shit ton of money, you know, and over like fucking busting my ass. But at the same time, I see the quality of life, like they grind like crazy, you know, like 9 to 5, super tired. Stress from work, you know, work politics. For me, like, they see me traveling, they see me go out here, buy stuff, random shit on a Tuesday, you know, so I love what I do, even though it's more work, but I just love it. You know?
Man. And like you said, that's what, like, success isn't about the money, it's more about, like, the time that you have to spend with your friend, your family and stuff. Yeah. And the cool thing about what I do is, like, I get to meet a lot of people. Like, I get to meet a lot of people and hear their stories, you know, and just, it's fun, man. It's just rewarding, so rewarding. Well, let's talk about that, because you just went to Japan. How was that? That's like a dream trip for me. I mean, what was that like?
Japan, this is my second time in Japan. The first time was in 2018 with my wife, but now we have my sibling with us for this trip. It was fun. I met a lot like Japanese bikers over there, super nice people, and their bikes are insane, you know. And then Japan, I love that place. Everybody is so friendly, so culture, and man, it's
so clean, like the
so
streets,
clean,
like...
and food are cheap.
Is it? Oh,
yeah, right now the dollar, the yen is weaker than the dollars right now, so instant like discount pretty much.
Yeah, so I should buy a bike over there.
No, bikes are Harley's a different story, man. They're like double the price pretty much. But Japan is sick. I'm going back there in December for the Moon Eye show.
Nice.
That's my bucket list show.
Yeah. And then what's another bucket list? Because I know you mentioned before we had the cameras rolling, like building a bike and having it featured on one of the magazines over there, was it?
Yeah, so there's this magazine called Garage Life magazine in Japan, where they feature a bunch of sick garages all over the world, you know?
Yeah.
And hopefully one day my garage is cool enough to be in their magazine. You know?
I feel like it is, man. I feel like you're pretty close. That's cool. Man.
Yeah, I'm burning out space here, man.
Yeah.
As you can tell, like.
Yeah, so what's the plan? I guess, do you have like a goal in mind of like, oh, like I'm gonna need more space eventually, like build like a shed in the back or something, or I don't know. Like
I already have sheds in the back.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to build more because I'm just gonna hoard a lot of stuff.
Right.
So the next step will be to replace certain items that I feel like they're not, you know, doesn't mean as much as to me anymore. You know, like if let's say that sign, I would replace with something cooler, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So right now, I'm just filling the space to see how it look, and then eventually collect more cooler stuff. And I'll replace it. You know.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, on the topic of your garage, dude, like I appreciate how like clean it is, like because you obviously like get to work in here, you know.
Yeah.
But it's so clean and so like organized. You said organized chaos, but I don't even think it's chaos, dude. I think it's just, everything has a space, you know.
Yeah. There's just a bunch of stuff, a lot of stuff.
Yeah, man. Well, where does that come from though? Like that like, you know, cleanliness and like organization and all that.
For me, like, it's a clean garage is a productive garage, right? So when you see something clean, okay, you want to work towards more. Whereas when you see something dirty, you're like, okay, I'll push it. I'll do next time, you know.
Right.
But when it's clean, you want to hop in and you want to start working right away. And I want to build a habit with my garage.
Yeah.
Everything has to have a place, you know. And when you have the tools where it's at, you waste less time, you know. When you're looking for that 10 mil or whatever, you
right.
waste more time. So
yeah, that makes
efficiency pretty much.
Yeah, I feel like that's you could apply that to anything. I feel like that's good. That's good stuff.
You gotta have structure, right? The goal is to build a small business, but as a corporation, have structures and everything, you know.
Yeah, just on a smaller scale.
Yeah,
like you said.
Yeah.
And like, what was your schedule like when you were like working on, I guess, before you did this full time? Would you like work all day and then come home and just?
So my schedule before was Monday and Tuesday is for Lnspltblvd, and then Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday is painting, and then weekends is editing and stuff.
Okay.
Editing and other stuff. So no, right now my schedule is Monday and Friday is Lnspltblvd. So I would wrench and film, and the next day is edit, wrench and film, and the next day edit.
Okay.
Know?
Cool.
Yeah.
They keep it super organized too. That's great. Yeah. No, that's like the, I guess, you know, the schedule that you need to be on to build it up.
It's definitely a lot of work, a lot of hours, but it's fun. It's rewarding, you know.
Yeah, dude. Well, where do you kind of see it going in the future? Like, what's your goal for the whole channel? And
so the next thing I want to do is want to get into more parts. That's why I bought the dyno right here, is to want to get into the dyno scene. I can learn about it, see if there's any parts that I can make to make the community better, you know? And just enjoy and have fun, dude, you know?
Is there a reason why you chose the dyno out of all of the bikes?
I've never had a dyno before. So I just worked my way from the bottom up, right? So I started out with 100 Rebel, and then 250, and then a 600 Shadow, and then Sportster, and then a shovel head and stuff like that. I want to try different bikes. You know? I'm not like a purist where like, you gotta ride Hardy only, you know? Try everything, man. Life is too short to be, you know? Yeah,
to like the politics, like just
exactly.
We're all having fun.
Experiencing everything, man.
Yeah, dude, I love the Sportster, by the way. You just let it go in that, I guess, what would you call it, like a raffle or something?
It's a merch giveaway.
Merch giveaway, there you go. That was awesome. I love Sportsters so much. Like, I'm a huge fan just because they've always been like so attainable, they're reliable, and they look cool.
There's a bunch of parts for it.
There's a ton of parts for it. Like, what's not to like about it, you know? But that bike was awesome, dude. I'm bummed I didn't get to see it in person. I just missed it.
Yeah, that guy who won it, he wanted to ship out right away. So I did take care of. He's stoked. Yeah. He's going to a good guy.
Oh yeah,
really good guy.
That's good. I'm sure he's gonna enjoy it. Do you plan on doing the same thing with the Rebel? Or?
No, the Rebel, I'm keeping that.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm getting rid of the Monkey. Because the Monkey is a mini bike, you know. So this is considered
your other
a
mini bike, yeah.
Because the Monkey, I take it to like the mini bike event and ride and stuff. It doesn't stand out, you know. If I bring this, if I bring this, man, it's gonna stand out. Like, what the hell is that?
So that's true, and you built it too, so it's like boom.
And it has power. 250.
Yeah, yeah.
That one's only 125.
Yeah,
you know?
true.
So this will be fun.
That's cool, man. That's smart.
Yeah, it's gonna be nuts. I'm adding a kickstart to it.
Oh, that's gonna be cool.
Kickstart, jockey shift.
Is the transmission all contained in that?
Yep.
Oh, dang, that's cool.
That's how Shadow is too. Everything's in one.
Oh, shit, that's sick.
Kind of like the Sportster motor.
Yeah, yeah. That's cool.
Yep.
That's super cool. And then what about the shovel head? I mean, you've had this for a while. Can you talk about what your future plans are for it?
Yeah. I'm never gonna be done with this bike, dude. It's always gonna be like small changes or big changes, you know. But this can be my keeper for sure. This is the longest bike that I ever owned. 2016 was the year I bought it. 8 years now. And the next big thing is I want to convert it into a pan head. Because this is a SNS motor, and SNS has a kit where you can convert the top into a pan head.
Okay.
That's gonna be probably next year or 2. I'm not sure. But I took it to a camping trip last year. We did like 1,000 miles, almost 1,000 miles in the rain and everything.
Oh shit.
And that proved that it's not a bar hopper, you know.
Yeah, yeah. You could.
This one
Yeah,
eats
you
a lot of
could do
miles.
some miles. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you had any issues and stuff on it with the trip or during your trip?
Well, the only thing is, I think 30 miles in of the trip last year, I forgot to Loctite the generator. So the cap fell off very much, but it was dangling, dude. Right when we exited, I looked down, it was dangling. I was like, oh shit, if this fell on the freeway, my trip would have been over.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got hella lucky.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit.
Yeah. Dude.
After that, because before the trip, I Loctite everything except for that thing. It's like, god dang it. So yeah, pulled over into a gas station, Loctite everything, and the rest of the trip was smooth.
Yeah, man. And you're just going with like was it like the same friends that you started riding with?
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the early days?
So usually our Lnspltblvd camping trip, we keep it small because I'm not a big fan of going on a big ride with a lot of people because one, it's hard to manage, and two, you don't know how they ride, right? You want to ride with people that you know their skill level, because the trips we go on is not short distance, you know, it's pretty far. And if something happened, you don't want something bad to happen.
Right.
The only big rides that we do every year is the annual Thanksgiving.
Okay.
The turkey ride, pretty much. That's when I open to the public.
Like the Bay Area, like the community.
Anybody can come.
Yeah.
They can come and ride with us for a little bit. It's been like a tradition for us since 2013.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It has to be on Thanksgiving Day though. That's why.
Yeah. You guys feast too, or what?
No, we just do like a short ride, you know, something to do before the dinner. It's like
yeah.
early in the morning, like 8 a.m. and stuff.
Oh,
you know.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah, just to build a little community, right?
Yeah, man, for sure. That's what it's about. Maybe you could speak a little bit to that, like the community and like, I guess what that means to you on a deeper level than just like having fun. Like, how important is that for you?
It's pretty rewarding because for YouTube, I get like a lot of handwritten mail from people that say like, man, your videos are helping me get through the day, you know? And I was like, dude, that's crazy because I'm just doing normal stuff, you know, but it's pretty cool. And then I feel like there are people out there that are lonely, right? And they just want to be part of something. So for me, providing like the Kick It Friday thing, once a month, Kick It Friday where they can come and kick it, you know? People look forward to that.
Yeah.
And it's pretty rewarding, you know?
Yeah, man. No, I think that's super important.
Yeah, and I want to put the faces behind the bikes too, because on Instagram, all you see is their bikes. You don't see who the rider is, and I want to know more about them, right? Hear their stories. And when people come out, like, oh, dang, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. That's awesome. Can you speak about like that community and as it relates to maybe not the channel, but just like, you know, the importance of like your friends and that support system? And I mean, you kind of touched a little bit about it, like with your wife and stuff, but I'm just curious about like the friends, like the guys that you started with, like, what does that mean to you?
It means a lot because it's kind of like a brotherhood, right? We still hang out to this day.
Right.
We go on like trips together, go international trip. It's like it's like a second family pretty much. Yeah, and then we still ride together.
Yeah.
Awesome dudes.
Yeah.
Most of them have kids now, you know, so we don't ride as often as before. So when we first started out, it was like a honeymoon phase where we ride every single day.
Yeah.
We would break down, ride again, break down, ride again. But now it's like we're in like our late 30s, 40s, you know, people have families. So I understand that
things
time
change.
is everything, exactly.
Right.
But we're still here.
Right.
It's never been like, oh, you can't ride with us no more. Come out, man, you know? Yeah.
That's cool, man. I'm just gonna pull up my phone because I did write some stuff down and I tend to forget stuff all the time, you know what I mean? Like, So yeah, I will say like your channel, like before I started this channel, like your channel was like an inspiration for me to like kind of just start, like get the ball rolling and stuff like that. But I'm curious to know like what inspired you to like make the channel to begin with, too.
Yeah. So one of the reasons why I started this channel is for memories, right? So in the future, I can look back like, oh dang, that's how I was before, and also show my future kids like, oh, that was dad, you know?
Yeah.
And just our brotherhood, you know, like how we build bikes and stuff. Like my channel is not about how to build bikes because we're not professional. we still break down often, you know, but it just shows you that you can do it too. It doesn't, you don't have to be professional to do it. You can learn on YouTube, on Google, from books, you know. That's why I have a lot of magazines and books. Yeah. Just inspire people to start doing something, right? And then another tip I want to give you guys, if you guys want to start, is to have a not successful channel, but to get started, there's 3 E's in channel, right? 3 E's. That's one is educational, one is entertaining, and the last one is encouraging. If you have those 3 E's in your channel, then I think you'll do good.
Yeah.
Right.
Where'd you learn that from? Just
from
just from
trying
doing it,
experience.
basically.
Right. You really gotta be a little bit funny, right?
Yeah.
Need some kind of like teaching people to do stuff, and they'll come back to it.
Right. No, that's a good point. That's actually great advice.
Yeah, 3 E's.
Sure. Yeah.
Keep it simple, right?
3 E's. Yeah. Love that, man. That's cool.
Yeah, and I don't like to gatekeep anything, you know, because I've learned from other people, you know.
Yeah.
I know are people out there that will gatekeep a lot of stuff, you know. But man, it's freaking 2024. There's freaking information everywhere.
Yeah. Why would you not want to share this stuff? You know. Like,
there's enough food for everybody to eat, right?
Right. Yeah. I'm sure you have a different perspective too, like being like an immigrant too, like that influenced like your outlook on it too. You know what I mean? I feel like sometimes people kind of get in their head and it like prevents them from doing something. Like they create excuses as to like why not to do something, or they think about the failure before even trying. You know?
Oh yeah, that's another tip, man.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid of making mistakes. That's the best way to learn.
Yeah.
Best way to learn.
Yeah, and it's fun too sometimes. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, because if you break shit, you'll fix it. You know.
Yeah.
Don't be scared.
Yeah. For sure, man.
Yeah, and because I'm first gen, it's pretty fun because I'm first gen. There's guys out there that their grandfather was a biker, their dad was a biker, so it get passed down, you know. So when they get to them, they have all these advantages already, you know. But for us, first gen, we have to learn on our own, do trial and errors, you know. And I feel like it's fun.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you're like a pioneer in that sense. You know what I mean? Like you're carving that path for yourself, and then who knows? Maybe your kids will be.
Yeah.
You know.
So the whole idea is to make it so your kid will surpass you, right?
Yeah. Do you have plans on having any more kids like in the future?
Yeah.
Cool, man.
Hopefully a boy in the future, but it don't matter.
Yeah, it don't matter. Yeah.
As long as a healthy baby, that's the goal.
Yeah.
But at least 2.
Yeah.
Because Sydney's by herself. She's lonely, you know. She's lonely.
Yeah.
And she got no cousins, so.
Okay.
Hopefully 1 more.
Yeah, man, for sure. That's cool. Well, dude, I love the Bay Area, man. It's such an amazing like area of California, like, and you have access like to the mountains and like all these things and stuff like that.
It's not too far away, you know, like half hour to the beach and 4 hour to the Tahoe, and it's not too bad, and it's very diverse.
Yeah,
right?
That's another thing too, for sure.
A lot of food.
Good. There you go.
But not as good as SoCal though. SoCal got the best.
It's got a lot of good food. Yeah. There's some hidden gems over here though too.
Yeah.
Man, I gotta go to San Francisco.
Today's what, Thursday?
Is it?
Thursday,
Yeah,
right?
Thursday. Yeah. Shoot, my stomach's growling right now, dude.
Yeah, we'll go get this. I'll show you like a soundly secret later.
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
That'd be cool. Yeah. Cool, man. That's really dope. Yeah, this is awesome, bro.
Anything else you want to learn about me or Lnspltblvd in general?
I'm trying to think. Like, I'm trying to think like of how I could like just get more of like your perspective on this stuff or life. Is there anything that you want to share that like that you feel like you haven't put out there yet on your channel or anything about yourself?
So another thing I want to focus on Lnspltblvd is to have more features, more features of people and their bikes and their stories. You know, I feel like that is such a good way to show the world that there are a lot of people that are into what you do. You know,
Yeah.
And I want to show people that are not famous yet. Not even famous. I want to show regular people that, you know, that might not get the exposure that they deserve, you know? So.
Yeah, I feel like it's grounding. Like, I feel like a lot of people, like before me even coming here, like you have this idea in your head of like, oh man, this guy's got a bunch of subscribers and he's doing the thing, you know, like, but then like, I feel like if you get in your head too much, you're like, you forget that they're just a person.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
I'm just a normal dude,
you're just
you
a
know?
normal dude.
Yeah.
Like we're just,
Yeah.
And like you said, yeah, that's true. Like there's so many people out there that are just doing
Yep.
cool shit that, you know, they just
Yep.
don't have a channel or something. You know what I mean? That's cool. So just friends that you meet, like,
Yeah,
basically?
from like the bike meet and just friend that recommended me, you know, it's pretty cool. And I met a lot of people through that, you know, it's pretty fun. Like, cause I know there's a lot of chopper, what's it called, chopper guys, right? And they feature all the time, you know.
Right.
But I want to feature like the average Joes, you know.
Yeah.
The one with like where they build in the garage and.
Right, because that's how that shit was from the beginning.
That's
like,
how I started, you know.
Yeah. There's so many stories out there. It's like, why not switch it up?
Yeah, there's plenty of content. It's a lot of ways to make content.
Yeah, dude, I did a podcast recently, like, it's called Real Riders. It's basically just a podcast that this guy Simon hosts it, and I think he's in Germany right now.
Yeah.
But it's all about motorcycle filmmakers. It's super specific, dude.
Wow.
But that was a really cool experience for me because I'm not usually the one being interviewed.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was asking me like, do you think you're gonna run out of guests to like do videos about, basically? And I was like, I don't think so. Like, there's literally thousands of people that are into this stuff, like, and I feel like they all like deserve, if they're willing, they deserve to be on there, you know.
And for me, like, I'm not gonna stop at just motorcycle builds. I'm a feature guys that build cars, low riders, hot rods, stuff like that. It's all the same, man.
Yeah.
As long as you build something with your hand, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Right.
That's true.
It's the custom culture that I'm after, not just bikes, you know. And for me, like, I modify everything. I don't just stop at bikes. I modify my cars, my house, as you can see, you know. My kid's playground, you know. I'll show you later.
It's all tricked out,
It's all tricked out, dude. Like,
she has her own little motorcycle too.
yeah, leave nothing stock, man, because I feel like it adds more character, right?
Yeah.
Because anybody can go out and buy something, you know what I'm saying? But if you can make it your own, it's just, in my opinion, it's cooler.
Yeah.
More
personal,
more meaningful.
to you,
More meaningful, yep.
For sure, man. Just kind of like all of us, like, we all have our own like different styles and stuff too. Like, that's a good point, man.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Everybody have their own hobbies, right? This is mine, pretty much. It's expensive, but
yeah, dude. Yeah. I mean, but you got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
You know?
They're cheaper than those expensive purses, though. You know?
Oh yeah, bro. Yeah, and they could do more too. They could take you places.
Yeah.
And they still look.
I
good.
see these as like rolling art, you know.
Yeah.
Art where you can actually use it instead of like art where you hang, which is cool too, but you can't really use it to its full potential, right?
Right. Totally, dude.
Yeah.
Can you talk about the shovel head? And have you ever had any issues that were just like, oh shit, like I got to rebuild this whole thing? Or has it been pretty good for you?
It's been pretty good so far.
Because you've had it for a while, like.
Yeah.
You know.
I think I'm just blessed to be able to find a bike that's well taken care of. The previous owner, his name is Pete. He's still around. I see him all the time at swap meets and stuff. And every time I see him, I'll show him, hey, this is what it looks like now, you know?
Yeah.
He just tripped out like, dang, you still have the bike, you know? And he just showed off to his friend, which is really cool. So we built a pretty good relationship. And yeah, this bike, my dream bike pretty much.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's sweet, dude. And I love all like the different
details, right?
Details and like how like the changes that you did over time too.
Yeah.
Like it's cool to see.
This is one of my favorite mods, recent mods right here, little fender tip.
Where's that from?
My friend cast it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
oh,
it's one off right now, dude.
That's sick.
Because I feel like without it, it's just, the rear doesn't have anything to tie it together, right? It's just black. But now this thing will tie it to the front.
Right. It ties to all the chrome
pieces, yeah.
Yeah, man, that's a good touch.
Yeah, and I run a lot of old stuff parts on here. Old stuff is such a cool company, man. If you have time, hit them up and make me do a video for them.
Yeah, where are they based out of?
They're in Yuba City.
Okay, that's a
2 hour from Sac, north.
Okay, yeah, that's up north.
Yeah, Mike from Old Stuff is
out in
legit.
the forest or what? They're out there in the forest or where's
Yuba City?
Yuba? What's Yuba like?
Yuba, it's a small town.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it's next to the 5.
Okay.
Yeah. I've been to Yuba City, but never been to the shop.
Okay.
That's one of my places I want to feature.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Mike from Old Stuff is really cool. And his wife, I think her name is Susie. She had her bike in the People's Champ before.
Oh, okay.
It's that hexagon, I think, shovel before. It was cool.
Oh, sick.
She did a lot of work on it.
Yeah. What'd you think of Born Free this year?
Born Free this year was sick.
Yeah.
Had a lot of NorCal builders up there,
Yeah,
so it was
dude.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, my friend Nick Turner was there with his Panhead.
Okay.
And then Sugar Baby Cycle was there. A lot of NorCal.
Yeah, man. They represented for sure.
Yeah.
I always like, I mean, all the bikes are really cool, but
A lot of
there's
people, man.
good stuff out there, man. It's like, it's so cool to see people's minds and like
Yeah.
what they create, you know? Yeah. Would that be like a goal for you at all to build a bike for something like that? Or
Yeah, that's kind of like a career highlight to become like an invited builder, you know? But I got to do the People's Champ first. That's like the entry, you know? And then invited builder later on. But right now, my skill level is not there yet.
Yeah.
Definitely not there yet. Give me a couple of years
Yeah,
to, you know, hone my skill.
Yeah.
But I recently went to Ohio for Field Cleveland.
Oh, cool.
Man, that show is so cool.
Dude, yeah.
Like the venue was perfect. A lot of green, a lot of nice shade. Like, man,
Was it outside or?
it was outside,
Yeah.
but the venue was like perfect.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, you gotta check it out,
Yeah.
man.
There's so many amazing places to go, like especially like, even here in the States, like
Yeah,
yeah.
I feel like I travel outside the country more than actually travel within the United States. I want to change that. I want to explore more of the U.S. You know, because every state has its own uniqueness.
Oh yeah, dude, for sure.
That was my first time in Ohio, and it's really cool.
Yeah.
Food are
People don't know.
super cheap, dude.
Oh yeah, was it? Gas, what, $2?
Gas is like 3 something. It's super cheap.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, it's sick.
Man, I gotta make it out there too.
Yeah, everything's
Yeah.
super green. That's the first thing I know is like trees are crazy green, you know, because they get a lot of rain.
Right.
Yeah.
See, that's what I went to Tennessee a couple years ago, and I felt the same way. I was like, dude, I can move over here. This shit's nice.
Yeah.
You know, like it's all green.
Cheaper cost of living too, you know.
Cheaper, yeah. Yeah, houses for like $100,000, 150.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, that was a really cool show. And then I met with the lowbrow staff in person.
Oh, cool.
Jeff, Tyler, and everybody else.
Nice.
Mikey.
And that was after you guys already had like a partnership with some of these.
Yeah.
These
So
bikes.
they sponsored the Sports to Build, which is really cool. That was like a dream
Yeah.
collaboration, you know. Because, man, growing up, we always buy parts from lowbrow.
Right.
You know, for them to sponsor my builds, like, man, that's
Yeah, dude, that's another
really
full
cool.
circle moment.
Yeah. So I wanted to show my support by flying out there and go to the show. That's their show.
okay.
Field Cleveland is their show,
Oh, cool.
along with Gasbox and Mikey Revolt and stuff like that. Yeah.
Gasbox, they make the frames and stuff.
Frames
like
and
that?
parts, yeah.
They
Jesse.
make cool frames. They're
Yeah.
sweet. There's this guy out of I think of Ohio. I think Deathco Choppers.
Yeah. It's that Black
Oh,
Evo.
Dude, his shit's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His bikes were there at the
really?
show, yeah.
Damn.
Deathco, yeah. He built Sportsters.
Yeah, a
and
lot of
that-
Sportsters.
The big twin Evo. That one's clean.
Yeah, they're super clean. They're like very, very simple, but they look really good.
Yeah, simplicity is the way to go, man.
Yeah.
You don't
yeah.
need like crazy mods or anything. Just simple, timeless, you know? That's the
Yeah.
style I'm going for.
Yeah, for sure. By the way, what frame is this? Like, is it
This is the stock show frame with the V-twin hardtail.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice. And was it like an actual original shovelhead frame, or was it like a reproduction?
I'm not sure. It was, it came with the bike. It has the blue tag on the neck. So I'm not sure.
I guess
But it doesn't matter.
Doesn't
'cause
matter, yeah.
I'm
I
not
mean,
a purist.
Yeah.
Some people would trip over that, but I don't care.
Yeah, I guess you could go really deep down that rabbit hole, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I think it's cool, like, people that, like, ride those old bikes and, like, are able to, like, you know, keep the essence of, like, all original parts. But, yeah, I agree with you. It's not, like, necessary.
Yeah.
This thing is cool, man.
Yeah. It starts pretty easy, too. I'll show you in a bit.
Yeah, bro.
I think like 1 or 2 kick.
Oh, shit. Well, let's run it.
Yeah.
You wanna get this thing going?
Yeah. We can do that later after all this,
Yeah.
this us here.
For sure, man.
Like the B-rolls, whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
see.
Do you plan on working on anything tonight or today?
Today,
Any
I could like
projects?
fake putting my exhaust on or turn some wrenches and stuff on this thing.
yeah, that works. Yeah.
Yeah, just getting this ready for a camping trip next week.
Oh, cool, man. That's super soon.
Yeah, every camping trip has been a different bike because I want to test the bike out, you know. Every year is a different bike. Last year I took this bike. The year before was the big twin Evo that broke down. I had to go home.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I bought it, the Evo. Freaking thought it was gonna be sick, right?
Yeah.
Rode it, and then towards the end of the day, freaking having an electronic issue, and then had to go home the next day. But whatever. That's when I came home and just started chopping it.
See, that's the thing, huh? Like most of your bikes are carbureted,
Yeah.
and then you have like an electrical issue. You're like, oh shit.
Yep. I mean, the Evo was carbureted too,
Oh, was
Well, it was like
okay.
it was stock electronics. You know, you can't really fix on the spot. That's why we converted to points on the strip, but it's still messing up. So
Yeah.
just call it in, and yeah.
And this is EFI?
Yeah, this
Yeah.
one's a 2008.
Nice. I think
Forgot what it
it's
feels like to ride a normal bike, dude.
yeah. Yeah.
Front brake, all the lights work. And
Yeah.
stuff.
It's
Good suspension.
Yeah, huh?
It's nice.
It's a whole different beast.
Yeah,
It's comfort, really.
can't wait, dude. So
Where
this week
you guys gonna go? Like, where you guys gonna camp?
this year we're going east towards Reno, and then 395 up.
Oh shit. Okay.
I've been 305 down from Reno, but never up. 395 is like the best.
Yeah, like so high desert kind of.
Yeah, high
Yeah.
desert and eastern Sierra.
Oh yeah.
So you see all the
That's beautiful,
snow-capped
bro.
mountains. You know, it's
Yeah.
nice. You pass through like Mammoth and Lone Pine and stuff like that. It's beautiful highway, dude.
That's awesome, man. Well, shoot, man. That's awesome.
But yeah, for me, like when I build bikes, there's always a budget. I don't like to splurge on a lot of stuff. Most of my parts are like from Facebook Marketplace or like super discounted parts from
Yeah.
the swap meet. You know,
Okay.
that's why I love going to swap meet, dude.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that too because I feel like that's another aspect to you that like is cool. Is like you don't need a lot of money to
Yeah.
get started. You know, you just make it work.
And you can always buy, sell, and trade. You know, stuff like that.
Right.
Build a community. You know, like when I chopped that Big Twin Evil, people were like, "Why are you chopping such a nice heritage?" You know,
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
man, but when I take parts off, those parts help 3 other bikes on the road, right?
Right. Right.
And my bike's on the road too. So you're actually helping the community, you know? It's not like I'm taking it off and throwing it away.
Right.
I'm helping other people get the bikes on the road, you know? So that's,
Yeah,
that's part
it's
of it.
like oh shit, it's like resourceful too. It's like every part's like you
Yeah.
can find value in it. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Yeah,
Yeah,
that's cool.
that video definitely got a lot of hate. Yeah. People were like, man, why are you chopping such a nice heritage? But
Yeah,
it's my bike, dude, you know?
yeah.
This is not Stock Bike Boulevard, dog, you know?
yeah.
This is
Dude,
what we do, man.
You're on the internet, bro. There's gonna be
Yeah.
haters. There's gonna be haters no matter what.
They talk shit when you ride a Honda. They talk shit when you ride a Harley. They talk shit when you chop a bike, you know? But whatever.
Shit never ends. Might
That's
as
the
well just
internet
do
for
it.
you. But the people that gets it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love to see like the supportive comments because there's like way more supportive people
Yeah.
than there is haters. You
What
know?
I've learned is that don't pay attention to negative comments. You're just
Mm-hmm.
gonna feed their ego.
Yeah.
Reply back to the positive comments, you know,
Mm-hmm.
because those are the guys that takes time out of their day to give you a positive comment.
Yeah.
Those are the guys that you should, you know,
Yeah, dude.
spend time to replying pretty much.
For sure, man. I agree with that 100%. Yeah, there's a lot of good people out there.
Yeah.
We appreciate them.
And Lnspltblvd is still a small business, man. We're not freaking big corporation. It's just me, my wife, and my kid, you know,
Yeah.
and the homies that ride together.
Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing, bro.
Yeah, this is
What
the
you
headquarters pretty
created.
much.
Yeah, the HQ, man. I felt honored.
Yeah, I'll show you my office too.
Yeah, dude. Oh, yeah, where you fulfill all the orders and all.
Yeah. So
the
before like,
editing gets down.
So before, like, I had a roommate. We had a roommate. He would be in this room, and my office would be in the middle room, which is smaller, and it's tiny, it's super cramped. And now that he moved out, I took over his room. It was like way more space,
Yeah.
way more productive.
Yeah, dude, for sure. Awesome. Well, cool, man. I feel pretty good about this. Like, I appreciate you taking the time, dude. And like, I guess let's just maybe get a close up of some of these bikes.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
That's cool. Maybe you could start it up or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
Sweet, man.